lie down by your side, feet hip width apart, knees up towards the ceiling. Pull your belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. So we're creating that strong foundation, lifting in and up. We're going to try and maintain that throughout the 10 minutes. I'm running a little bit late today. Take those arms wide, and we're just going to allow the feet to roll over each other, the knees to roll over each other. So we're lifting the hip, we're lifting the waist, and the shoulder blade is staying down. And then we come through center, we pull the belly button in and up, keep the core engaged, and then allow the legs to come through center and over to the other side. So you want to try and keep the control in the movement coming from the center, coming from the core. So you're pulling in, lifting in and up, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. You can go from side to side, just nice and easy, warming up the muscles and the joints and allowing everything to engage in the core. So you're ready for your day. And if you want to, you can move the head with it. So taking the head into the opposite direction to your knees, allowing just an easy movement from side to side. So just waking everything up. So we'll add on to this. So this will add in a little bit of an extra stretch and a little bit of release. So again, use the core, come through center, allow the knees to drop over to the side, and then we're just going to see if you can circle the leg around slightly, bringing the knee up towards the chest. Imagine your big toe is just drawing a circle around the bottom leg. So allowing the knees to go over to one side, draw that circle, and you should feel it all the way through, opening out, stretching those muscles inside of the body, lower back. More of a rotation as you add that leg in. So use the core, make sure everything's coming from that strong foundation. And again, really nice one to wake up. A small massage through the lower back as we go over to one side. Breathe, relax. Let's do one more to each side. And then when you are ready, coming through center, feet flat onto the floor, knees up towards the ceiling, bringing your hands closer down by your side. Pull the belly button in and lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. So we're going to lift one leg at a time into a 90-degree position and place it down. So this is your first option, scooping, engaging, bringing one leg up. We're trying to pause the knee above your hip. So we're in that 90-degree position. You should be able to rest a tray onto your shins. So again, pull the belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Create that strong foundation. Legs lifting one at a time. So we're scooping through the core, lifting that first leg, pausing that leg, locking it into that position, and then bringing the other leg up. So making sure we're not rocking through the back, the lower abdominals are doing the work, and then releasing down. So again, creating that strong foundation, using the core, and then releasing down. Relax through, pull the belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor. Continuously remind yourself to keep engaging, especially just before you make a movement. And then you know you're always activating, you're always engaging. And then we're going to add on those hip rolls. So pull the belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor, take your arms a little bit wider down by your side, and just allow the knees. And again, if you want to, you can add in that leg circle, bringing everything around, releasing. Then in the middle, you're going to add those leg lifts, so either singles coming up and down and just doing single legs, or again up, up, down, down for that more challenging version. Then we go to the other side, allowing everything to go into those hip rolls. Circle the leg round if you want to add that variation in. Coming through centre, placing both feet flat onto the floor, and then using those lower abdominals, lifting the legs either singles or up, up, down, down, and then allowing everything to go over to the other side. So let's just continue that for a few more repetitions. Again, just a nice sequence, nothing too intense, just a nice sequence to start activating through the core, start to release and stretch the muscles. Just a nice morning routine, so something you can easily remember and maybe do again and again. Creating that movement through. So again, let's just do one more to each side. So feel free to go slower if you want to, and allowing that movement, that rotation. Adding in your leg lifts in between, either singles or bringing both legs up. Maybe you do both, and maybe you do like one time through you're doing singles, and then the next time you're coming up, up, down, down because you feel better about it. So as you progress with the repetitions, you might start to feel looser in the body, you might start to feel stronger, more awake, so you can add a little bit more in. Let's rest for a moment, maybe hug the knees in, stretch. So we're going to add in one more exercise to complete our sequence. So when you're ready, bring yourself back into your neutral position. Pull your belly button in, lift the muscles of the pelvic floor, shoulder blades down the back. Again, we'll come up to this position, that tabletop position here. So from here, we're going to then extend the legs. So one leg at a time reaches out and along the floor. Now make sure your back isn't arching up off the floor. So if you need to, the leg extends higher up towards the ceiling, and then you're switching. Switch. So if you can, pause the knee above the hip. So we're not driving the knee in. I want you to try and maintain that control and coming back. And if you find that that's too much, take out the switch and just focus on extending. Again, it can be higher towards the ceiling. And again, you can take it to your switch. Try and relax the arms, try not to tense. Bring yourself back down. Let's add it into our sequence. Take those arms a little bit wider. Take those knees over to one side. Scoop the tummy muscles. Engage through the core, bringing the leg round. Stretching through, come through center. Scoop through the tummy muscles. You're doing single legs. You're just going to extend the leg in that position and then switch sides. You're doing double. You're going to do 4 extensions, and then coming back to neutral, place the feet down, other side, hip roll, circle the leg around, stretch, scoop through the core, come back into center. Again, if you're doing singles, lift the leg, extend in, down, switch sides. If you're doing those doubles, 4 extensions. Coming back to neutral, taking it down. Let's do one more to each side, taking those knees over. Scoop the core, lift the hip, lift the waist, taking it around. Again, coming through center, lifting up. That harder variation if you can. 4, 3, Take the knees over, lift the hip, lift the waist, shoulder blade stays relaxed. You want to circle the leg around, bring it in, skip through the core, bring in one leg up at a time.